What day is this? Is it 50 days? Oh my gosh, I hope so. Hi, this is Dena with Left Lane Finds and welcome back to my channel. Just having a little bit of fun here. Today is 50 days of my 100 videos in 100 days. And boy, it's been a lot of work. But I wanted to go over some of the analytics and tell you how I'm doing with this challenge. So I have to drink my coffee first though. I have my coffee. I have to drink coffee every day. I definitely enjoy my coffee. It is just a highlight of my morning. It's the first thing I do is get up and make coffee, or my husband does it. He also likes coffee. I'm so glad that he does, but then I'm not glad because he drinks my coffee. It's like a battle to see who can get to the coffee maker first. And we try to fill our mugs up. So let's get into here. I'll put this back here. Let's get into what I've learned so far and just, you know, some of the statistics, the analytics. So YouTube gives you a lot of information behind the scenes and is to help you understand, you know, which videos, you know, people like to watch, which videos people don't like to watch. And of course, as you're growing as a channel, you just want to see that growth, you know. Oh, you start out with zero subscribers, and then you get that first one, and then it just grows from there. And I remember when I had like 10 subscribers and being so excited, but at the same time I'm like, it's like you're excited but you're not excited. So when I started this challenge on November 2nd, I had 235 subscribers. And I was really happy with that number at the time, but I'm like, oh, I just need to do something to grow my channel. And my cousin, Rose, and her channel is called Pertaining to Rose. She did a challenge where she did 100 videos in 100 days. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that is so challenging. Because I tried to do it a little bit in September and I kind of ran out of steam right away because I wasn't prepared and hadn't thought it out. And so I couldn't film every day or have a video ready every day because you have to do editing. It's not just filming. You have to have a topic, you have to film it, then you have to edit it, and then, you know, and for me, I'm still doing my business too, and most of what I film is related to my business. So I'm trying to do that, which actually slows down my process. You know, when I was a reseller prior to YouTube, I was just doing the reselling part, and then, you know, you didn't have to stop and start to, you know, film things and edit, you know, videos, and, you know, and of course I have to be on all the social media platforms. So I'm not just doing YouTube, I'm doing all of them. So I have to put out content for all of those platforms in order to, you know, kind of build up my audience per se. So it's 50 days as of today, and now I'm realizing as I'm looking at it, I'm like, well, then technically today's like numbers are not going to be included in the 50 days. So when I do my 100 days, I'm actually going to make sure it's 101 days so I can capture the whole 100 days. And so I have went from 235 subscribers up to 299 subscribers, and I want to thank each and every one of you. I really appreciate you. That means I gained 64 subscribers in 50 days. Gaining more than a subscriber a day is like amazing. Like that is just so like overwhelming for me, because I'm like, wow, I've never experienced that much growth, you know, in such a short amount of time. So I just want to, you know, say thank you for everybody who subscribes. But as a side note, the analytics tell me that in terms of the number of people watching my channel, now I don't know if it's the same person watching it or different people, but a lot of people watch my channel that are not subscribed. And there could be lots of reasons for that, but I just find it ironic. It used to be like maybe 50% of the people. Now it's like 70%. So I am getting a lot of watchers and not people subscribing. And it could be around my shorts though. A lot of people, a lot of unique users watch the shorts, but shorts don't necessarily cause them to, you know, to subscribe to your channel. Sometimes it does though. Sometimes you can get a lot of growth or subscribers. People watch your shorts and they're like, oh, this is another reseller. And if they follow resellers like myself, they'll click on, you know, my link and subscribe to my channel so that they can find me again. Because you know how with shorts, if you watch it and you're scrolling, it'll scroll to the next thing, and each individual short is from a different channel, and it can be a completely different genre of videos. It can be travel, it could be cooking, it could just be someone goofing around, you know, on a skateboard or something like that. So I probably have gained some subscribers from my shorts. That's another thing. I can dive down into these analytics. But I don't want to take too much time looking into it, because then all I'm doing is just analyzing. And I really just need to be focused on my reselling and making sure that I'm doing all my activities around that. And I need to be focused on getting my 100 videos out and not just analyzing all the data. So my watch hours was when I started, it was 865 watch hours, and then now it's 909. Now what's ironic about that is I checked this last night, that number, and it said 911. When I woke up this morning, it said 909. And you're like, what? How does that happen? How do you lose watch hours? So what happens with watch hours is that it's a 365 day moving number. And what that means is maybe last year on this same date or same day, 365 days ago, I had a video out that must have gotten a lot of views. And then my videos that came out yesterday, or I guess it would have been yesterday, the video I had out yesterday didn't get as many views, or at least not as many views yet, you know, on the same, within that same 24-hour period. So let's say that video got, I don't know, let's pull a number out of the air, 10 hours of view time, but my video yesterday only got 8 hours of video. That's why my watch hours would go down by 2 hours, which is, you know, so this is a moving target. Like as you're trying to gain watch hours, so that means I have to make sure, like, or let's say my video I put out, in fact, yesterday's video I think was a short. It was 15 seconds or 18 seconds. But let's say last year I put out a full length 15-minute video. So that little 15-second video would have to make up for, you know, the other video. Well, guess what? Shorts don't count toward your watch hours. I've had shorts go somewhat viral where I get, like, you know, hundreds of views, I get 1,000 views, you know. I've gotten shorts that get lots and lots of views, but YouTube does not let that count toward your watch hours. So me putting out a short yesterday technically means I really didn't put out a video that would count toward my watch hours, but I could have gotten subscribers from it. I can go and check and see if I got any subscribers from it. Don't know. I'm not going to be diving into that detail too much, and this is going to, I don't want to bore you guys. So my views was the last thing that I had written down. On November 2nd, my total views were 11,579 views. And that means, well, that is, and I don't know if that includes shorts or not. That's interesting. I don't know. And it grew to 16,247 views. So I'm happy with that. I don't even know what that means exactly. I don't know. Then they get into a whole bunch of other like analytics that I'm not even going to get into it with the video. But I have my laptop here, and I thought one more thing that I thought might be interesting to you guys is it tells me things like, you know, like where the views are coming from, or people clicking on the, you know, the video. Like I put a link to my videos in my Facebook. I have my Facebook group, which is also Left Lane Finds, and then I have my personal Facebook, and I post it both places. And if somebody clicks on that, it'll say that, you know, that viewer came from Facebook. It'll tell me that. So it also tells me geography. It says viewer age, genders, you know, all kinds of things. So I thought geography was interesting. So the geography, of course, like most of my viewers are in the United States. That's not a surprise there. The second highest is India. Then it says Indonesia, Pakistan, then United Kingdom, Canada, and let me see, let me push this up the other way. Australia, the Philippines, Bangladesh, Jamaica, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Mexico, South Africa, and United Arab Emirates. I was like, ooh, I don't know why. I haven't really looked at that in a long time, because when you're a really tiny channel, they don't show you that because there's not enough data. But now there's enough data, and I think that's also being driven a little bit by my shorts, because the shorts get, once a short starts getting like hundreds of views, YouTube puts it out to more, you know, people to look at. And then I'm not sure if it'll show me. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Looking at these spikes, because it's like there's like big spikes when I put out certain things, and you can see that like which countries are watching what. And you know what? Let me just look at something real quick here. I just want to see if it gives me. So the viewer ages is basically people between the ages of 18 and 44 is the most viewers, and actually the most people that watch my channel is 25 to 34-year-olds, which is interesting because I would have thought it would have been more in the people over 40, you know, but a lot of people in, say, the generation below me and my generation, I'm Generation X, are not that into social media. They're not, so many of my friends don't do Facebook, have no idea how to do Instagram. They completely avoid TikTok at all costs, and YouTube is not their go-to. They prefer just going to the regular, you know, watching TV, and you know, and kind of being like it was when we grew up, you know. So that actually doesn't surprise me, although I thought more older people would watch my channel. So it's interesting now that I'm looking at this, that 25 to 34-year-olds watch it. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. So as we all know, it's free to subscribe. Now you could be subscribed to, I'm subscribed to so many channels, I don't want to subscribe to another one. It doesn't matter how many channels you're subscribed to. I think somebody put out like a poll asking that, and people actually subscribe to like hundreds and hundreds of channels, which is interesting. Now you might have your favorites out of that. I probably am subscribed to at least 120 channels or something like that. And I still, like, I know which ones are my favorites and I go back to them, but I still want to be able to go, like, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to go see what that person's doing now. And I go and, you know, click on that person's channel that I'm subscribed to, and then I watch them for certain content. Of course, I'm looking for reseller content and that kind of thing. Now, the channels that I don't subscribe to are channels that it'll come up as suggested for me to watch, and I might watch it, I might not, and I only watch part of it sometimes. And I'm like, oh yeah, it was interesting, it was entertaining, but that's not a channel I want to subscribe to. So I don't subscribe to some of those channels, although I am entertained at times. But anyways, I just wanted to share with you guys, you know, how my progress is going. So if the next 50 days go as well as the first 50 days, that would be fantastic. I don't know if you guys know this, but YouTube will give you what's called a community tab once you reach, you know, 500 subscribers. I think it used to be 1,000 subscribers and they dropped it down to 500 subscribers. So if I could really hit that 500, and then of course I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers, of course, and then of course I want to go, you know, from there, from 1,000 you want to go to 10,000 and onward and upward in terms of subscribers. So with the community tab, it's really interesting. You can put messages out there, you can put pictures, you can put polls out there, and you know, just all kinds of interesting things that you can, you know, like interact with the community with it without it actually being a video. Although you can highlight videos on there, be like, hey, this video is, you know, special. If you haven't seen it yet, you know, you might want to watch this video, or hey, this is a blast from the past video, like, you know, from way back when that I thought you might, you know, like, or whatever. It also allows you to like announce collabs and things like that if you want to, you know, do a collab with the YouTube community, which is a lot of fun, and I do a lot of those. That's how I get notified of those. So it's between the community tab, and the person might put out like a little short video saying, hey, this is an open invite for a collab or something like that. So anyways, I'm looking forward to getting my community tab, and you know, it's like these little milestones. So my, you know, so that's like another mini goal within my challenge here, is to get access to that. And then so I might be asking like questions and doing polls to find out more what kind of content people would like to see, or if I'm experimenting, would you be interested in watching, you know, this type of content, you know, and depending on what the poll is will depend whether or not I actually make the video. And it also is, you know, you can have silly questions in there too, you know, like, you know, do you like candy corn or not? You know, that kind of silliness, just to have like interaction with your channel. So this is all of my analytics around my challenge here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, it's a little bit outside of the realm of my channel, but it is included in this, you know, 100 videos in 100 days challenge. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I love reading you guys I love reading your comments, and I will see you guys later.